Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? This video will be shot in native 4K with my GoPro Hero 6 camera. Yes, I'm using a one hand because I cannot put this camera on my tripod. It just keeps falling off. So let's talk about the TCL R617. Yes, this is a Red Dead Redemption Xbox One X enhanced. It's running in native 4K. And yes, it looks beautiful in native 4K. But everybody's been asking me, what type of settings do I use with my TCL R617 55-inch television? To be exact, the correct model number is 55R617. So I'm going to go and walk you through here on what type of settings I'm using. So without any further ado, why don't I bring my camera a little bit closer so you guys can see a little bit better, like this. You know, there's no question about it that the Red Dead Redemption looks fantastic on the Xbox One X. You know, if you look at the shadows, if you look at the detail that's presented here, the only thing that's missing is HDR. But you know what's so good about this video? Here I am on this television, and this game doesn't even support HDR, but due to the full real local dimming and NBP photon technology that produces a wider color gamut, meaning wider spectrum of colors, therefore we're going to have a much better picture quality. I guess the point of this video is, guys, you cannot just buy an Xbox One X and then buy some really cheap 4K TV and then expect your Xbox One X games to look good on it, or your PlayStation 4 Pro games to look good on it. You have to do your research before you purchase a television. There's all sorts of different 4K televisions available out there. You need to look for three ingredients. And what are those three ingredients? Well, the three ingredients you need to look for is full real local dimming, which helps with the contrast ratio. The more local dimming zones, the better. Peak brightness, which helps with the white bright levels on HDR. And of course, the Y color gamut. You got to look for those three key different ingredients. And if your TV doesn't have those ingredients, well, guess what? You're not going to get that best possible experience. Okay. All right, so let me show you what type of settings I'm using here, because I know you guys can't wait, man. How do you have your picture look so great on this television? Like, what's going on? All right, so let me show you what I'm using really quick. Okay, so the first thing first, I brought my camera a little bit closer. Here's my remote. First thing first, because we don't have HDR on this game, we're going to keep the TV brightness at normal. Here's the most important part. Your local contrast. Your local dimming always has to be set on high. Once you select this on high, you never ever touch this ever again. So make sure that you keep your local dimming at high. Okay, keep your local contrast, local dimming at high. You never ever touch this. All right, let me bring the camera over here like this so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Next thing, backlit. Why is my backlit at 55? Well, what this is going to do is this is going to reduce unnecessary white bright level crushing. Okay, you don't want your white bright levels to be crushed. So we'll keep the backlit at 55 and brightness at 50, contrast at 100. Now you're going to ask, well, aren't you going to be crushing your white bright levels if you keep the contrast at 100? No, you're not going to be crushing your white bright levels by keeping the contrast at high. Why? Because you already have your backlit set to 55. Okay? You see what I'm doing? I'm balancing this picture here. Now, why is the sharpness at 30? Sharpness at 30, it's okay. All right, that's fine. Considering we're not even at the threshold. We're way below the threshold. So sharpness at 30, it's okay. And then over here, color temperature, it's at normal. People ask me, why do you keep the color temperature at normal for the video games? Because if you use the warm, then everything will look too yellow. And you're not going to be getting what the developer of that video game wanted you to see. So keep the tone of color, keep the tone of color temperature at normal. Now here's the most important part, game mode. Let me tell you something. The game mode on this television, it's rock solid. It really, really works well. I haven't had any issues with the game mode. No issues with the latency. It really just runs smooth as a butter. Also, guys, keep in mind this is a $600 TV. This is why everybody's keep bugging me. Hey man, what should I do? Should I go with the Sony X900E or should I go with the TCL R617? Here's the deal. I like Sony X900E. The only thing that's missing is Dolby Vision. But besides Dolby Vision, Sony X900E has a lot of features, has a lot of tools to help you get the best possible picture quality. But it is $900, plus tax and everything, you're looking at $1,000. This right here, it's $600, and look what you're getting. Not only are you getting a NBP photon technology, which enhances the color spectrum, but at the same time you're getting 96 local dimming zones, which also helps this depth of dynamic picture that you see here. The contrast ratio is much higher because now we have full array local dimming. And the third, it's the obviously peak brightness. Peak brightness, it's another thing here that helps this television. Not to mention that you have also action smoothing, which works really good with this game. Not to mention that you also have Dolby Vision included with HDR. So, TCL R617, honestly, if you don't buy this TV for its price, then I don't know, honestly, what do you expect for listen, they're selling this TV for $600, and they could have easily sold it for $1,000. Okay? So anyway, I hope you guys like this video, even though I apologize for using a GoPro Hero 6 like this, but this is without HDR, and look how beautiful it looks. Without HDR, and just look how beautiful it looks. Now imagine how beautiful the Red Dead Redemption 2 it's going to look on this television. Look at that shadow. Just look how beautiful that is, man. Yes, this is the Xbox One X version. So there you have it, guys. This is recorded in 84K. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys write these settings down. Remember, these settings will only work for this television. TCL R617, 55R617, TCL R617. Thank you guys. Have a good one, though. Take care.